Okay, we're coming in. This is the den, the great room, and it's paneling that's been painted. I've had good luck painting it. We've got two thermostats that are kind of difficult to figure out, for me anyway. Moving on along, closets and closets. This would be the linen closet. Hall bathroom. These vent fans vent directly into the attic. Directly into the attic. I think, okay, we've got one smoke alarm, and that's carbon monoxide, and then this smoke alarm. Those are the only two smoke alarms. We do not have smoke alarms in the other bedrooms. We do not have smoke alarms in the common living area. Moving on along. This is about the lowest spot in the house. I shot the floor, measured it. You know, I'm looking for no more than 2 inches. I got a little more than 2 inches of floor height to elevation differential. Just a little more. When you consider the size of this house and that it's a flat, that doesn't raise a lot of alarms with me. This automatic door does not work. And do we have this? This is okay. This is an interesting architectural detail. Another skylight. Closet. I don't remember doing this pocket door. I don't know. There we go. See how that drips? Left is hot. It's ADA. Moving on along. This trap means that somebody was working on the plumbing. And a lot of times that's indicative of pest control. A lot of times it is. This fireplace, keys present. You have some white cracks in the back. Nerve extension is not 24 inches. It works fine. It's clean enough, actually. When you see white cracks like that, oh. Yeah, when you see white cracks like that. You see white cracks like that, that means the fireplace is set. What we've done is this used to be a wood shingle roof and now it's composition shingles. And we updated all the windows. So now this fireplace is trying to breathe. I can't get air from the living space because it's too tight. So it's sucking it through the wall. Probably because they were building too big of a fireplace. I already mentioned that. Already mentioned that. This is kind of interesting, this light fixture. They brought it out from the dining room into the living room. So I'm not sure exactly what that's about. What's your step here? We've talked about this and this and this. If you have a fire in the garage, it's going to blow this window out. This window's not rated for fire. And the fire's just going to come in. This door should have a self-closing spring on it anyway. This ramp is more than 3 degrees. And we got some cracks in the driveway and the garage floor. And the insulation is torn up here a little bit. That's the part where I want to say thank you very much. Oh, I don't remember seeing it. That's why I like doing these little catch-up videos. There you go, still no grounding. I didn't have to do that. I'm glad I did though. I measured the floor. The height elevation is a little more than 2 inches. We have a loose transition board right here. In fact, my method. Loose transition board from the formal living area into the entry. Because can you kind of see that? See this floor? It's kind of swollen here. We've had a water issue here. But I measured for, I used infrared, and I also measured with a pinless moisture meter. I was getting like between 0 and 3% moisture in the floor. That's pretty incredible. A lot different than yesterday. But I'll try and get a better picture of that. So the floor is dry today. Oh, also, speaking of measuring the floor height elevation differential, speaking of measuring the moisture content, this is a Hollywood slab. I hate saying that, but they're pretty common in this neighborhood. Really, it's a modified slab. It's a screeded slab. You can call it a bunch of different things. It was popular for a short period of time. We wanted slab foundation because that was the thing, but people wanted the sound. They wanted that homey sound. So they poured the foundation, and then they built the slab up, built the floor up. And they did that for a few years. It was kind of popular, again, in some neighborhoods. This one, for example. And then it fell out of grace. Some people were having problems finding termites because the foundation's all built up. So it was difficult. And your return errors are, you're using the void for your return errors, and that's not the healthiest, arrangement. And if you got a problem in your slab, you're digging it up. But if you had a problem with this slab, then you're digging that slab up and you're digging the floor up. But for whatever reason or reasons, and some of it's cost. It was very expensive to do slab foundation, do all that, and then build up the floor again. So I'm sure cost had something to do with it. It always usually does. So that's the type of floor that we have here. This is not a pier and beam house. This is a screeded or modified slab. And thank you very much. Again, this is a return client, and your faith in me is very much appreciated. Your business is very much appreciated. Thank you for putting up with my COVID requirements. That's very much appreciated. And hit me up with a good Google review, maybe. Thanks.